Hey, welcome back to Yoga with Tim. Today's class, you don't need any props. We're going to begin in child's pose. So in your child's pose, sense what's on the ground and let your body release into the ground. Imagine that you could grow roots through what's in contact with the ground. And as your roots improve, see if you can find more expansion in the body. Not just vertical, horizontal expansion as well. So you're getting wider, more open. And as you exhale, relax into your roots. If you'd like to, set an intention for the practice today. What brings you onto the mat? And then come up onto your hands and your knees. Let's warm up the spine with some cat-cow. So round through your back as you exhale. As you inhale, come into extension. 3 more times. Flow with your own breath. See if you can slow down and lengthen the breath to increase the range of motion. Then stand up onto your knees. And from the tall kneeling position, take your arms into cactus position. As you press back through your hands, draw your rib cage in and down. Draw your elbows in as you exhale. Squeeze in with your elbows. And as you inhale, open up your chest wide. Exhale, squeeze in. Squeeze the elbows towards each other, squeeze in the front. And as you inhale, open up wide, squeeze in the back without kicking the ribs out. Exhale. Inhale. Now keep your arms open wide. Step your left foot to the side. As you exhale, lean to your left. And then reach your right arm up and over, side stretch. Inhale back up. And exhale. Inhale back up. Exhale. Inhale back up. Good. Change sides. Step the right foot out to the side. Stand tall. Rib cage pointing towards the pelvis. Core awareness. As you exhale, lean to the side. Inhale back up. Exhale. Inhale. Last one. Exhale. Inhale, come back up. Then stand on your knees again. This time, curl your toe tips under. And as you exhale, reach your arms forward and stretch your hips back towards your heels. Let the upper back round. And as you inhale, come upright. Pull your elbows back. Press your thumbs back. Squeeze back. And stretch back. Inhale. Exhale, squeeze the elbows, thumbs point back. Last one, inhale. And exhale. Bring your hands down to the mat. Stretch back into your first downward facing dog. Look between your hands, one hand at a time. Walk your hands back to your feet. And as you bend your knees a little bit and fold forward, clasp your hands. And make circles here to start to mobilize and warm up your wrists. Change the direction. Drop your hands down and roll yourself up. Spread your arms. Externally rotate and raise the arms up. Spread your arms and roll yourself back down. Slide your hands up halfway. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold deeper. Roll yourself back up. Spread your arms, externally rotate and reach up. Spread your arms and fold forward. Inhale the hands up the shins, come halfway up, flat back, elongate. Exhale, slide the hands down, one hand at a time. Walk back out. Find down dog pose. Reconnect to your breath. And then from downward facing dog, step your right foot up by your right thumb and inhale, come up into warrior one. Open up into warrior two. Flip your palm for reverse warrior. Inhale. Extended side angle. Reach and put your hand down outside of your foot, blocker floor, your call. Reach your left arm over. Press into your right foot, come back to warrior two. Hands to the mat. Step back into downward dog or take a vinyasa. And step your left foot, warrior one. Inhale, come up. Open up to your side, warrior two. Reverse warrior, flip your palm and inhale. Extended side angle. Inhale, come back up into warrior two. Now straighten your left leg, turn your toes in so your feet are parallel. Stand tall here for a moment. Clasp your hands behind your back, roll your shoulders open, heart open, and fold forward in between your legs. Fold halfway, pause there. Press through your feet, come back up. Keeping a flat back, see if you can go a little past halfway. What will your hips allow for? Press through your feet, come back up. Last one. Go as deep as you can, maintaining a flat back. And hold for 3. Press through your feet. 2, 1. Let your back round, let your head drop. And then reach to your feet and come back up. Spread your arms and turn your legs to the right. Reach out over your right leg, Utthita Trikonasana. Find triangle. And we're going to bend the knee and step into half moon. Hold here or bend your left knee and reach back with your hand for your foot. Open back up and slide back into triangle pose. Press into your feet and come up to stand. Turn your legs to the other side and reach out into triangle. Bend your knee and step up, half moon pose. Hold there or bend your knee and reach back with your hand for your foot. Open back up and slide back into triangle. Press into your feet and come back up to stand. Step up to the top of your mat. Inhale your arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, flat back. Squat down and come into Bakasana. Malasana. Navasana. Boat pose. All right, for boat pose, if it's difficult to keep your spine tall, then keep your heels on the ground. Just work on pulling up through your spine with your arms forward. If you can lift your feet up with the knees bent, still maintain that. If you can straighten the legs, go ahead. Lower into Ardha Navasana. Come back up. Cross your legs, plant your hands next to your hips, and lift your body up as best you can. Lower your butt down, Navasana. Whoops. There we go. Lower into Ardha. You can set one foot down if it's too gnarly. Come back up, pick up. Last one, Navasana. Ardha. Now left leg up, hands up and over to the outside of the leg. Change sides. Both legs forward, come back up, cross your legs, plant hands and stretch back. Downward dog. You can add a vinyasa if you like. Then step your right foot forward, left knee down. Hold here in low lunge or reach back with your hand for your foot. Release that and change sides. Left foot forward, right knee down. Release that and come onto your belly. Clasp your hands behind your back and lift your shoulders, head, chest, legs up off the ground. Lower yourself down, rest your cheek on the mat. Then bend your knees, reach your hands back. If you can grab a hold of your feet easily, go ahead, but don't force it. And then start to roll your chest open. You can hold here or lift all the way up, depending on your flexibility. Reaching the shins up and back. And release and rest your other cheek. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Stand on your knees for your final back bend. Clasp your hands behind your back. Roll your chest and shoulders open. Now you can hold here for 5 breaths, or you can back bend and bring your hands to your feet, depending on which one you want to do. But remember that work that we did. Reach your buttocks, firm your buttocks in and down towards the backs of your knees, and stretch through the whole front body as you reach the knees down. Roll the shoulder heads up and open away. So what we've been practicing leading up to this final pose. Breathe through your nose. Integrate the neck. Keep the core of the neck long, whichever one you're doing. For 3, 2, 1. Come back up. Good job. Sit back on your heels for a moment. Find your breath again. Now for our big inversion today, you can practice a handstand, headstand, forearm balance. You can practice dolphin pose, down dog on your forearms, whichever you prefer. And we're going to hold for 1 minute, whichever one you're going to do. I'm working a lot the walking up the wall. So I'll show that one once again if that's something you're working on. Otherwise, you can just hold in the forearm plank or down dog on your forearms. This one, you want to walk in as close to the wall as you can, keeping your buttocks and your ribs connected. Press the floor away. Reach from your shoulder blades into your hands. All right, then when you're finished, come into child's pose or your squat. And then lie onto your back. Roll over onto your left side. Take your arms out to the side. And then draw a line with your right arm. Go up, overhead, and open up into the stretch position. Slide your arm back up and over. And change sides. Lie onto your right side. Slide the left arm up and over. And into the stretched position. Doesn't it feel so good to just stretch out now? Slide back up and over. Roll onto your back for happy baby. Hug your knees and roll yourself up. Then we're going to do a little bit for the side lower back muscles, quadratus lumborum, and opening up the hips at the same time. So sit in a wide-legged stretch and then bring your left heel in towards your pubic bone. Now turn to face your left knee and smooth the thigh down. Keep this knee anchored down, even if you have to slide something underneath it to keep it down. And then from here, we're going to slide the right hand towards the right foot, put the stretch on the left side, and then contract the left side to come back up. You got it? Slide, maybe even take the arm up and over, hand behind the head, and then come back up. One more time, slide and maybe reach. Back up, and this last one will hold, slide and reach. You can set the elbow down, hand behind the head, wherever feels most comfortable, or if you're very flexible, you might be able to reach the left hand and catch a hold of that foot. Come back up. Let's change sides. Bring the right heel in. Smooth the knee down and away from you if you have to slide something underneath it to keep it anchored. And then left hand to the foot, and we'll slide, feel the stretch in the right side. And back up. Good. Slide. Maybe the arm reaches. Back up. Slide. Back up. And we're going to hold this one. Ready? Slide and hold. For 3. Come back up, and we'll come into Siddhasana, which is the pose most associated with enlightenment. You've seen maybe depictions of sages or the Buddha sitting in a meditative seat. This is the one most commonly associated with sitting to get things lined up, to fully awaken. So let's give it a shot. Maybe sitting in this position is powerful, I don't know. Sit here, and you can take Jnana Mudra, the seal of wisdom, by joining the tip of the index and tip of the thumb as the other 3 fingers stretch out. A little lift in your elbows. Keep the chest open, the spine tall, and then close the eyelids. Let the top release towards the bottom. Let the skin of the forehead soften. The jaw release its tension. Practicing in through the nose and out through the nose. Steady flow of prana. Just see if you can allow the breath to slow down. Maybe have a little pause at the end of the exhalation. And a little pause at the top of the inhalation. Then lie down onto your back. It's a good pose, huh? Like that one. Lie down on your back flat for Shavasana. And now we're just going to give up the breath control. So don't try to do anything with your breath. You're a corpse now. You got to give up. At some point, you got to give up the charade. So as you practice giving it all up, let go, surrender. Let go of your future plans and any thoughts about the past. Practice being fully present with what's happening right now. Feel all the tension melt from the body. The body completely relaxed now. Let go of what you're still trying to control. And gently bend your knees. Roll over to your side. And press yourself up. With your eyes closed, just take a moment here to notice how you feel. Notice the shift at the end of the practice. And just be grateful for this time that you spent, for this time that you get to spend today. Thank you. Namaste.